A lot of times you'll hear that we're not traditional, we're not authentic. It's something that I've learned to answer, which is what's authentic to you isn't authentic to me. What's authentic to me and what's traditional to me is everything that my family's taught me and everything that I've come across in the Philippines, living there for quite a period. And seeing all the ways that people cooked, all the flavors that I tasted and the stories behind so many different dishes, that's what really informs how I cook now. My family has always played a major part in who I am, just to my core being, right? And that core being translates into everything I do. My dad in particular played an important part because he's the one that really jump-started me going to cook Filipino food. And it's funny because I always pushed it off. I was like, no, it's not ready. People aren't gonna dig it, whatever. I battled him on that, you know? He passed away from cancer in 2009. And it was always a struggle to have him accept what I was doing as a career. But it was in the last year of my dad's life that he really started understanding what I was doing and why I was doing it. One of the last conversations I had with him, he pulled me aside one-on-one. He was like, I'm proud of you. Any Asian family knows that, to get approval from your parents is hard. And to even get them to say that out loud is even harder. When you hear those words from your dad and just like that he's proud of me and that he's not worried about you, that's a big deal. Then you know that you made him proud. And one of my favorite dishes that my dad would make is his adobo. That was like the one thing that he took the time and effort to really put into, to really explain to me, because this is something that was passed on to him. There's like 1,000 ways to cook adobo, but the way that my dad did it is the way that I do it. So I'm gonna stick to that, and that's my authentic, that's my tradition. So we have a dish on the menu right now, adobo fried rice, and it really is based off how my dad would make adobo. I always tell people that I have two goals. If you are unfamiliar with Filipino food, I just want you to fall in love with it. I want it to become an answer to your question of where do you want, hey hun, where do you want to eat tonight? The second goal is a little harder. For the people that are familiar with Filipino food and the culture, I want to connect with them on an emotional level. To have them say internally, say, oh my God, that reminds me of my tita's cooking, or my mom used to make this. To be able to have that emotional connection with somebody is hard. But if you can make that connection, you have somebody on your side for life.